Minnedosa Beach is one of the community's main recreational areas. During the warmer months, visitors come here to enjoy the sandy beach, swimming, boating, fishing, picnicking, camping, and other activities around the lake. But today, we're not here simply to enjoy the beach. We're going to follow the trails and discover how this lakeside recreation area connects with Minnedosa's natural landscape and history. From where we parked, we began walking toward the Minnedosa Dam and spillway. The Minnedosa Dam and spillway. As we approached the spillway, the sound and movement of the water became more noticeable. The dam is much more than just a structure controlling the water. It is closely connected to the history of Minnedosa Lake and the development of the community itself. The original dam was completed in 1912, and Minnedosa Lake was formed as a result. The project was also connected to the development of hydroelectric power in the community. The local hydro plant began operating in the early 1910s. But the history of the dam also includes a tragic event. On May 4, 1948, the dam collapsed at the spillway, and a large amount of water rushed through the community. The lower part of Minnedosa was inundated by the resulting wall of water. A new spillway was subsequently constructed, and by 1951, a replacement spillway was in place. Today, the area looks peaceful. It's difficult to imagine that this beautiful recreational landscape was once the scene of such a dramatic event. Standing beside the water, you can see how important the lake and river are to the community. Below the spillway is another fascinating feature, the Minnedosa Fish Ladder. The town describes it as more than 600 feet long, with 22 pool and riffle structures. It provides a way for fish such as walleye, northern pike, and white sucker to move from the Little Saskatchewan River toward Minnedosa Lake and the connected chain of lakes. So even this engineered structure has an important connection to the natural environment. From the spillway area, we continued toward the flag walk. This is one of the most recognizable walking areas around Minnedosa Lake. Flags representing different provinces and countries line the walkway beside the lake. The town describes the flag walk as a short trail connecting the Heritage Village and the spillway. From here, visitors can enjoy views of the lake, fish ladder, spillway, walking trails, bison compound, and marsh. As we walked through this area, we could see how the different attractions of Minnedosa are connected. The lake was behind us, the spillway was nearby, and ahead of us was a completely different environment, the natural landscape of the Oxbow Trail. We continued from the flag walk into the Oxbow Trail area. Bison Walking Trail. The Oxbow Trail is part of Minnedosa's network of nature and historic walking trails. According to the town, visitors can access the trail from several points, including the spillway, Heritage Village, the Bison compound, and downtown. The trail offers different routes through the landscape, including the Marsh Walkway, the Swinging Bridge, the Bison compound, and the Heritage Village. The name Oxbow is appropriate for a trail system associated with the river valley because an oxbow is a curved body of water or a landform associated with a meandering river. And the Little Saskatchewan River is an important part of this landscape. Instead of feeling like a traditional city park, this trail gives you the feeling of stepping into a quieter natural environment. As we continued walking, we reached one of the most interesting sections of our journey. A long wooden walkway stretched through the marsh. This was one of the parts of the trail that really caught our attention. The landscape around us changed again. Instead of walking beside the open lake or directly beside the dam, we were surrounded by wetland vegetation. The wooden walkway allows people to travel through this sensitive landscape while staying on a defined path. The marsh is also an important habitat for wildlife. The town encourages visitors to watch for birds and other animals along the Oxbow Trail, and beavers and a variety of bird species may be spotted in the area. As we walked across the wooden bridge, it felt almost like we were leaving the town behind. There were trees, grasses, water, and the sounds of nature around us. And that is one of the things that makes this trail interesting. You don't have to travel deep into the wilderness to experience a natural environment. Here, nature is woven directly into the community. After crossing the long wooden walkway, we continued into another smaller wetland area beside the flag walk. The trail continued through the vegetation, eventually leading us toward another wooden boardwalk. At this point, we began to notice something special about Minnedosa. The different attractions aren't isolated from each other. The beach connects to the dam. The dam connects to the flag walk. The flag walk connects with the Oxbow Trail. The Oxbow Trail connects toward the Heritage Village, Swinging Bridge, and Bison compound. This creates a walking experience where nature, history, and recreation are all part of one larger landscape. And that's exactly what we were discovering as we continued. Eventually, the trail brought us out near the Minnedosa District Museum and Heritage Village. Minnedosa District Museum and Heritage Village. Suddenly, the natural surroundings gave way to buildings and a very different part of Minnedosa's story. The Heritage Village is a pioneer village featuring restored historic buildings furnished with artifacts representing earlier periods of local life. The town currently describes the site as having 11 restored heritage buildings, along with a water wheel, trout pond, and windmill. Among its historic buildings is the distinctive Octagon Building, an agricultural display building with an unusual 8-sided design. The Heritage Village also includes a historic schoolhouse and other buildings representing the lives of earlier residents. The former Manitoba Power Commission building is particularly significant because it connects directly with a history of electricity and the Minnedosa Dam. The original hydroelectric system was part of Minnedosa's early development, and the former hydro building is now incorporated into the museum. So the Heritage Village isn't simply a collection of old buildings. It helps tell the story of how this community developed. After reaching the Heritage Village, we continued our walk through the community. We followed the streets around 3rd Avenue Northeast, continuing toward the next major landmark on our route, the Rotary Swinging Bridge. Walking through town gave us a completely different perspective. Instead of seeing Minnedosa from the trails, we were now experiencing it from its streets and neighborhoods. And it reminded us that these trails aren't separate from the community. They are woven into Minnedosa itself. Eventually, we reached the Rotary Swinging Bridge. The bridge was built by the Minnedosa Rotary Club and is located along the Oxbow Nature Trail and historic walking trail near the Heritage Village. Most importantly, the bridge crosses the Little Saskatchewan River. This was another memorable part of our walk. As we stepped onto the bridge, we could feel it move beneath us. Unlike an ordinary stationary bridge, a swinging bridge has a little movement, which makes crossing it a more interesting experience. Below us was the Little Saskatchewan River, the same river that is such an important part of Minnedosa's history and landscape. The bridge gives visitors another opportunity to see the river from a different perspective. And from this part of the trail, wildlife may also be spotted. After crossing the bridge, we continued toward the Minnedosa Bison Park. The Bison compound is located along PR 262, also known as Beach Road, between downtown Minnedosa and Minnedosa Lake. The walking trail allows visitors to see plains bison from outside the fence compound. For me, this was another fascinating part of the journey. Bison are deeply connected with the history of the Canadian prairies. Long before modern communities and highways, enormous herds of plains bison moved across the grasslands. Today, Minnedosa's bison area provides visitors with an opportunity to see these powerful animals while keeping them within a protected enclosure. The town specifically advises visitors not to feed or approach the fenced animals. As we continued walking beside the road, the landscape began to open up again. We were getting closer to where our journey had begun. Following the trail and the area beside PR 262, we eventually made our way back toward the Minnedosa Dam. And this was a great way to finish the loop. We had started near the lake and dam. We had walked beside the spillway. We followed the flag walk. We entered the Oxbow Trail. We crossed the marsh boardwalks. We came out near the Heritage Village. We walked through the community. We crossed the Rotary Swinging Bridge. We continued past the Bison compound. And finally, we returned to the dam area. What initially looked like several separate attractions turned out to be parts of one interconnected experience. After completing this walk, I realized that Minnedosa offers something quite different from a typical tourist destination. It isn't just one attraction. It is a combination of many smaller experiences. There is Minnedosa Lake. There is the beach. There is the dam and spillway. There is the flag walk. There are the marsh boardwalks. There is the Oxbow Trail. There is the Heritage Village. There is the Little Saskatchewan River. There is the Rotary Swinging Bridge. And there is the Bison Park. Together, they create a network where visitors can experience nature, recreation, wildlife, and history within a relatively small area. And perhaps that's what makes this walk so enjoyable. You don't need to rush. You can take your time. You can stop beside the water, walk through the marsh, listen to the birds, cross the swinging bridge, explore the historic buildings, watch the bison, and simply enjoy being outdoors. Minnedosa's name itself has a connection to water. According to the Manitoba Historical Society, the name Minnedosa is from the Sioux language and means running water. The community was given this name in 1880, and after walking through this landscape, that name seems especially fitting. Water has shaped this community. The Little Saskatchewan River helped shape the valley. The dam helped create Minnedosa Lake. The lake became a recreational destination, and the river and surrounding wetlands became part of the walking trails that connect so many of Minnedosa's attractions. So, if you ever find yourself visiting this part of Manitoba, don't think of Minnedosa Beach as simply a place to spend a few hours by the water. Take a walk. Explore the flag walk. Follow the Oxbow Trail. Cross the marsh boardwalk. Visit the Heritage Village. Walk across the Rotary Swinging Bridge. Look for wildlife. And take a moment to appreciate the history that surrounds you, because sometimes the best way to discover a community isn't by driving through it. It's by walking through it. This was our walk through Minnedosa Beach, the Minnedosa Dam, the Flag Walk, the Oxbow Trail, the Heritage Village, the Rotary Swinging Bridge, and the Bison Park. A journey through water, nature, history, and the heart of a small Manitoba community. Thank you for walking with us. Welcome to Minnedosa, Manitoba.